Okay, welcome back to this festive bag of shite, and I've got a few little friends here to, bring in the Christmas spirit. See if they work. Okay. No, you can't have the vape pen. Okay, while he's calming down, I will show you some of these bits and bobs I found recently. Get away. Get out of it. Found some rolled Dowell tapes on audio cassette. Thanks. So we've got The Twits, read by Roger Blake. There you go. We've got The Witches, illustration by Quentin Blake. I read all these when I was a kid. We have the 1983 Whitbread Award, read by Judy Bennett, and this is a double tape there. I have got the means of playing them, and that'd be quite cool to, I don't know, have a listen to those. I love this one, Danny the Champion of the World. Read the book, well, I remember reading the book, and yeah, 2 hours and 45 minutes of Danny the Champion of the World, read by Jimmy Herbert, or Hibbert. So they're really cool finds. Some people selling these online. Not mega money, but just nice things to have. Got a few. Got a Blu-ray. I know, crazy Blu-rays. I haven't seen this one, I don't think. They're pretty much all the same though. Oh, that's the one where he's hanging off the plane. It's quite funny to see him scrambling around, desperate for his life. More story times, 4 classic children's books, narrated by Samantha Easton. Originally £2 or $2 cash converters. It's on PAL, so it should work. A Local Hero, filmed by Bill Forsyth. There are 2 copies of this there, Burt Lancaster and Peter Riegert. Bill Forsyth, who did Gregory's Girl, I believe, and that was a good film. I think this is set up in Scotland as well, or up north. Yeah, Scottish seaside village. So yeah, Bill Forsyth, Gregory's Girl. If you've not seen that film, very funny. Good story about first loves and stuff. A few broken hearts here. 25 more country number ones. Anything there that takes your fancy? Bit of Tammy Wynette there. Stand By Your Man. Mel Haggard. Okie from Muskogee. And there's the whole list there if you want to peruse those. And Mel Haggard. Anybody that likes the TV series Be the Same Pet, I think that was Oz's favourite. I shook hands with Merle Haggard, like. This one here, One Foot in the Grave, the very best of. Some good memories tied up with this. And glad to see it in the shop. Somebody else was looking at it as well, but she decided she didn't want it. And so I had that. And this is a BFI film. A is for Autism. So that looks interesting. A celebration of optimism for and by autistic people. So yeah, I have to have a look at that. It's a region 2, 11 minutes. It's a bit short. But yeah, interesting. I got a few more here, picked up the other day. I got Just for Laughs, Milton Berle, Sid Caesar, Danny Thomas, and Carbon Copy. Probably, what's that? Is that his son? Don't know. But yeah, well, lost his job, his house, his Rolls Royce, and finally his family left him. What else can go wrong? Starring Denzel Washington and George Segal. So that's what caught my attention. What's this one? What do you think when you're over 65 and forced to retire? Abe Murray and Lou. Perfect solution. Start up a new business, but the rivals plan to unravel their success. Yeah, it might be good. Double feature. Double-sided. Never heard of this film before, but I like Heather Graham. Cake. Her love life is a recipe for disaster. Cheryl Hines, who was in Curb Your Enthusiasm. And don't recognise anybody else, but her surname is O. Is this actually in there? Yes, it is. Comedy, romantic. Possibly good, possibly not. Possibly, maybe. Got a few more. Decided I'm going to learn German, so I picked this up. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Wiedersehen, Guten Morgen, all that business. Yeah, I've only been abroad once, and that was to Germany, and I really liked the people and really liked it over there. So why not learn some German? Bit of a spoof here of the sort of hip-hop gangster films. Some of the best ones being The King of New York, Deep Cover, and some of the other silly ones like, New Jack City, Menace to Society. This is sort of riffing on that. Don't be a menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Starring the Wayans brothers. Not too keen on this sort of nonsense, especially all this silly. Yeah, it is very silly, but my kid was interested in watching this and I just saw it in the shop, so I picked it up. Started watching this one last night because I've forgotten how, well, it is pretty bad. The first is the classic, and then they get decidedly worse. Yeah, I got as far as a scene where the many Smiths attacked Neo in, like the courtyard, and the CGI looks really bad in this, and the story is just ludicrous. But for back in the day, it was pretty good. Wasn't never a fan of these two albino twins. I say the story gets more and more silly as it goes on. I mean, I watched was it Resurrections, the latest one? Somebody uploaded a copy on YouTube. I watched that last week sometime. It was okay. I'd seen it before and didn't think much of it. This time watching, I thought it was okay. Sort of reverse with this. When it came out, it was okay. It wasn't as good as the first one. The first one was a classic. But it was okay. Now watching it back, the CGI is very dated. The story and the whole Zion thing and the Jada Pinkett debacle has put a spin on things somewhat. And just see a load of hippies dancing around in Zion that need a good wash. A load of machines, a load of nonsense. I think the last part of this trilogy, the Revolutions, was it? Or Revolutions. and then we got Resurrections recently. But the last part of it, I think, is the dumbest of the lot. The latest one, the Resurrections one, it's kind of like, he looks too much like John Wick with the long hair, and the story was pretty good. I am a fan of the franchise, but it's always the way. Sometimes they should have just stopped with the first one. The first one was a clever idea. It sort of reminds me of a book I read many years ago called Grey Matters, about a load of brains in jars, you know, experiencing the world, or what they think is the world. This sort of copies that idea, and obviously most people know what the Matrix is about, but very entertaining when it came out, and still is. I think the CGI in this film holds up really well. The later ones not so much. Like, it's a bit too overload, if you know what I mean, and I just don't think the CGI is dated well. Anyway, that's my bag of shite, festive bag of shite. I'm sorry if it's not festive enough. I know I've got a baby stuck in a robin and an elf on guard there, and my little bunch of Muppets. But it's as festive as I can be bothered right now. I've still got my decorations and tree to put up, and it is the 20th of December. So maybe later on today I'll feel a bit more festive. We'll see. But this is my little spin on Christmas, and I like to be a bit different, as you may know by now if you've watched this channel for any length of time. Anyway, have a good Christmas. I'll probably do some more videos before Christmas, but if not, have a good Christmas. Be nice to each other, and be safe. Don't drink too much. Don't smoke too much. Whatever your vice. Yeah, just have a good one. Thanks. Bye.